friends, and welcome back to my crafty space for another exclusive video in this mighty network. So today's video is all about Project Life 2017, documenting the month of February. So for this spread, we are only going to be doing a 12 by 12. I am using the Ali Edwards Storytelling Basics kit in order to tell the stories and add in a few embellishments here and there. And then I only have these 4 pictures from the month of February that year. So I printed everything I had and I used those as jumping off points for the stories I'm telling for this month. And then we're going to just kind of go from there. So I have pulled out some stamps, I've pulled out some stickers, some puffy stickers, cork stickers, and we're just gonna see how we can get this thing embellished and make it look really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you on fast forward while I get everything assembled, and then once I have it ready to go, we will slow back down and close out with some last remarks. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so jumping into this spread, the first thing I'm going to do is get everything set to the side and put all of my journaling cards and my photos into place where I want them to go. Now, I did use, as I said in the intro, I used the Ali Edwards Storytelling Basics collection for my journaling cards for this spread. In fact, I'm trying to use that throughout this album, so throughout my 2017 and possibly even my 2018 Project Life as well. So I chose this really subtle gray and white like stripe. It's not a stripe, it's a check pattern. And what I'm going to do is stamp the February memories. That's from the February Stories by the Month kit from 2020. I'm going to stamp that in the middle with black ink, and I'm just looking for a way to add a little bit more interest to this spread and a little bit more color in that particular card. So I am taking one of those circle labels, and with some of these lighter pink alphabets, I am just putting the year 2017, which, I mean, I know that it's for 2017 when I look at this, but all the same, it's, it just makes it a little bit fun. So then I have this cork piece that I just love. It says the word love on it. It's like half painted in red, which I thought really played well off of the reds in some of the photos that I've got. And I also like how large it is on that card there. It turns that card into kind of a feature piece. And with the love being a circle and the label being a circle, I just like the repetition of those shapes. So now I'm going to grab my stamping pad, and for this one I'm using the VersaFine Claire, I think is what it's called, in Nocturne, which is their black ink, and I'm using that to stamp February Memories right here in the middle. And then I'm going to take that the label that I'm adding the year on, and I'm actually going to trim off the top portion so I can put it nestled right underneath the February Memories stamping. And then that is pretty much going to be my title card, aside from a few embellishments that I will add here in just a second. So we'll put that on there, and I'm going to put everything back. So for the journaling cards in this spread, the ones that have text on them, I did print that text on my journaling cards I printed that text on the journaling cards that I already had in their physical form. Now, that is something that I do have a tutorial for on my YouTube channel. So if you're looking for a way to use either Photoshop or Microsoft Word to do that, you can find that here on my YouTube. I'll link it for you guys just in case you want to check that out. Then I went and grabbed some tiny phrase stickers. These ones are pink. I believe they're from May last year, but they still had sentiments that worked, like love and mom and like all that kind of stuff. So I thought it would be cool to layer them up on the bottom part of that cork circle. Didn't really like it. So I took them all back off, and now I'm just going to disperse them all over the spread in amongst with some other embellishments, some puffy heart stickers, or not even the hearts. I'm going to use the plus signs and the dots. And then I've also got those cork pieces that I'm going to put on here as well. So for the stories that I'm telling this week, I really didn't have a lot of photos to go off of, but from these ones, I was able to remember a few of the stories from 2017. Back then, I used to work for my mom, or with my mom. We had an apron business. She is still doing the apron business. I just left it to go and work for my dad in a desk job. And So we would sew aprons and go to art shows, and we have an Etsy shop and all that kind of stuff. So we have a studio that we would go to, and Izzy would come with us and acted a lot of times as our model for some of the aprons that we were creating. So 3 of these pictures feature the aprons or the studio. The one is Izzy just peeking up over top of our sewing table, and I thought that it was so funny and snapped a picture of her. Then I've got the one with the 2 of us in our heart-themed Valentine's Day aprons. The one on the far right is the very first apron my mom ever made me, and that is the one that started her whole business off. And then I've just got one extra photo down at the bottom. It really doesn't have a story to go with it. It's just a picture of the 2 of us that I thought looked decent enough to add into this spread. So the stories that I told were very much about the apron business and working at the studio, and Izzy coming with us and being really awesome and independent, where we could actually get work done while she was with us. And yeah, that's pretty much all that this is. So when I'm working on these spreads that are from back in time, that is kind of what I'm limited to, because I did not journal. I don't have any notes anywhere. All I have are these photos to go off of, and I don't have a lot at that. So it's just trying to remember things that happened way back then. All right, so that is going to do it for this one. All right, friends, so that completes our spread for today. Love the way that this one came together and pulling in those reds and those pinks and those teals from the pictures, but also it's very Valentine's-like, which is perfect since this was for February. If you guys enjoyed seeing how this spread came together, I would love a thumbs up on this video. I know I am enjoying going back and looking at all these old memories and making sure that these things are getting documented. I am going to be back again next Tuesday with the next exclusive video for you guys, and I will be putting together the month of March. So we are steadily working our way through this 2017 album, and I'm super excited to, have this much done on it already. All right, you guys. Well, with that, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you around in the Mighty Network. And until next time, have a great one, you guys. Bye now.